afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your attendance. Welcome to the auction of 4 Arthur Street here in the fantastic suburb of Mount Gambier, along with the Ray White team from Mount Gambier, and in particular the principal and your marketing agent throughout this campaign, Tahlia Gabrielli. If you have any real estate needs whatsoever, ladies and gentlemen, look no further than the #1 brand in Australia, Ray White, and the fantastic agent, and along with her team, Tahlia Gabrielli. We've got Liana, we've got Mason, we've got Hayley, we've got Alistair, we've got Jake over there as well. All of us are simply here to assist you with your purchase today. There's a bit of a standoff happening here. There you go. I reckon he could have taken that one as well, but you know, good on you. So ladies and gentlemen, we're simply here to assist you with your purchase today. So if you did need any help at all throughout the auction, then grab any of the team and we are more than happy to give you a hand. Now, a quick summary of events. We'll just go through the rules of auction, the terms and conditions of sale, a very brief property description before we get to the real reason we're all here, and that is your bidding. Bidding is nice and easy. Just have to hold your hand up, and it must be accompanied by one of those paddles that you were given when you registered. You must be registered to bid at an auction in South Australia. For those of you who have, best of luck with your bidding. If you haven't, but you have some interest in the property, please see one of the team members and we can register you throughout the auction. Now, you bid under terms and conditions as laid out by the Society of Auctioneers and Appraisers. They are legally binding and contractual, so I do need to make you aware of the following points. I may refuse a bid if of the opinion it's not in the best interest of the vendor, and I'm not obliged to give any reason for refusing that bid. Any bid made by a registered bidder and accepted by me is legally binding. I may make bids on behalf of the vendor. They will be audibly announced as vendor bids. It's not my intention to make any, but I can make up to 3. They must be below the reserve price. I will only place one if you're not forthcoming with your bid, so we need to move it along. I will not accept any bids made after the fall of the hammer. And the calling off rights, they simply do not apply to a sale by auction or a sale on the day of auction to any person who has made a bid in the auction. Inclusions, exclusions, they're as per the paperwork, which along with all other relevant documentation has been on display for the legally required times. We'll take that as read and understood. You are purchasing this property today with a tenancy in place. If the settlement is prior to that, a fantastic tenant from what I hear as well. They are more than happy to stay on. I believe they are long-term tenants, ladies and gentlemen, currently tenanted at $340 per week, but the rental appraisal is that bit higher at $360 to $380. So, as I said, if settlement is before the end of that tenancy, you will be settling with a tenancy in place. Now, if we do not reach the reserve price here today, ladies and gentlemen, that reserve price being the minimum price at which the sellers would like to sell today. If we do not reach that, what we will do is we'll simply pause the auction and we will approach the highest bidder and we'll negotiate solely and exclusively with that highest bidder in the first instance. So make sure you put yourself in that powerful position of being the highest bidder, and once you are the highest bidder at or above the reserve price or any amended reserve price, and I call it 3 times, and the hammer hits the contract, you will be the purchaser, that bid will be the purchase price, and the home will become your legal and equitable interest. So you must take out an interim cover of insurance to protect that. Well, all right, we'll sort you out with one of those, won't we? Have a chat with us while we're signing the contract. So ladies and gentlemen, 4 Arthur Street, what an absolutely fantastic opportunity for you here today. Whether you're looking to move in, whether you're looking to invest, it's entirely up to you. Absolutely gorgeous home, been standing here for 60 plus years. As I said, tenanted at the moment with an absolutely beautiful tenant who is more than willing to stay on. You've been through the home. It really is like a TARDIS. It looks small from the front, but it has got so much room for you to move in there. Flowing floor plan, absolutely fantastic with those high ceilings. A gorgeous, gorgeous home for you to call home very, very shortly. We're hoping. Now, the area itself, ladies and gentlemen, second to none. Walk up there, grab your coffee. Town is just down the road. Everything on your doorstep. And some wonderful neighbours, I believe. You're a neighbour yourself, aren't you, Tahlia? Live around the area, and I'm sure there's plenty of neighbours out here, ladies and gentlemen. And as you know better than I do, when you purchase in Mount Gambier, you purchase more than a home. You also inherit a community and a neighbourhood. Now, I'm sure you've already emotionally and mentally bought this home Let's make that a reality. I'm going to hand it over to you and see who wants to start me away. A fair, reasonable opening bid, opening offer. And that is why I didn't talk about how quiet the suburb was. I didn't need to. I knew I was going to get met with a wall of silence as soon as I asked for an opening bid. Always happens. I love this moment. You know why? Got two young, very loud kids at home. Got high blood pressure. Doctor says to me, silence is good for me. So I just waited out. 7 minutes I had the other day. 7 minutes with no bidding. I can handle that. All it is an opening bid, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we need. You know what means to start off? I start off too high. The opening bid is just that, your first offer. 150, thank you very much, madam, with bid of 3. Who wants to take me up in 25s from there? 150, look for 175 in time. Should be a sea of arms at that price. Once at 150,000, looking for 175. There it is, bid of 1 in first place. 200 do I hear, madam? We're at 175 here with bid of 1 in first place, looking for 200 once. At 175 twice. At 100, there it is, 200, bid of 3. 200, 225, 225 with bid of 1. 250, 250, bid of 3. We're at 225 there with bid of 1. Looking for 250. Is that a bid there, madam? Be very careful playing with your hair during an auction. You do have to be registered to bid anyway. We're at 225, looking for 250. First call. At 225, looking for 250. Second, at 225, there you go, 7. Thank you very much, welcome to the bidding. 250, do I hear 275? We're at 250 with lucky number 7 so far. 250, number 1, you're not in first place anymore, now you are. 275 with bid of 1. 275, 300 the next bid. We're at 275, looking for 300. First call, at 275, looking for 300,000. Second, at 2, there it is, 300. Well, let me see if the 3's there, madam, and I'll come back to you. At 275, looking for 300. I'll go through the calls again, and then I will come back to you if I can't get that bid. We're at 275 once, looking for 300. 275 twice, looking for 300 3 times. No further bidding. We're at 275 here. I'll take the 290, madam, bid of 9. Bid of 9 welcomes the bidding. 290, back to you, sir. 300, I'll take 300 with bid of 1. 310, madam. 300,000 we have. You break me down and then you give me nothing further. We're at 300. 300 over here with bid of 1. 310 with bid of 7. 310 with bid of 7. 320. We're at 310 with bid of 7. Bid hard, bid strong, sir. Oh, I can't take a 5 at this moment. Have to insist on 10s at this point. 320, thank you very much, bid of 1. $320,000. 320, I'll give you the same advice, sir. Bid hard, bid strong. 400, you might knock all your competition out. I've already just turned him down for 5, sir. We're at 320. I can't turn him down and then give you the 5. Can we go 330? We're at 320 here with bid of 1. 320 has it with bid of 1. Once, looking for 330,000. Twice, looking for 330. I will not be taking the 5, sir, so if you want to make a bid, it would have to be a 10 at 330. 3 times at 320 over here. Look at 330, thank you, sir. Bid of 2. Bid of 2. What do you want to do, bid of 1? We're at 330,000 with bid of 2. But he now is in first place. 330. 330, 340 puts you in the lead. Where else could you get over 600 square metres of land, almost 700 square metres of land for this price? We're at 340. 330, looking for 340. I can't take a 1. I can't take a 1. We're at 330,000. 330 we're at. I'll take a 5 if you like. We're at 330. We're at 330. Once at 330. 335 with bid of 1. 335, 340. We're at 335 here. Looking for 340. Our next auction isn't for over 2.5 hours. We've got time. We can sell it brick by brick if we need. We're at 335 for the first call. At 335, looking for 340. 340, thank you, bidder 2. 340 with bidder 2. 340, looking for 345. Are you sure you're out, sir? You know how many times I've heard that in my career? Several thousand. You know how many times I've got another bid after someone told me they're out? Several thousand. We're at $340,000. 340, looking for 345 for the first call. At 340,000. You're out, sir? Second. Oh, you didn't say yes, I'm out. Second call at 340,000. Third. Final call, $340,000, currently tenanted at $340 per week, puts it out above a 5.5% yield, which is very, very strong. We're at $340,000. You could get more as well. 360 to 380 is the appraisal, which would put you around about that 6% yield. We're at $340,000. Are we done? Are we finished at $340,000? No further bidding. I've already gone through the calls. 340,000. Are you out, sir? 340. You're finished for sure. $340,000. No further bidding. All done. All out. 340 with bidder number 2. I'm going to pause the auction one moment, sir. You have the sole right to negotiation to the exclusion of all others. Give us a moment. Can I have a quick chat with the vendor? We will be right back out. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back out. Thank you. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We won't keep you for too much longer. Thanks for your patience there, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 340,000 with bidder number 2 now. We won't be selling at $340,000. What we will do is I'll call it again 3 times to see if there's any further bidding on that amount. If there isn't, then if you are a registered bidder, come and have a chat with us. If we can't get it sold today, what we will do is we'll simply put it on the market with a price, and I have absolutely no doubt that we will be having a sold sticker on this board very, very soon. So I'll call it 3 times. If there is no further bidding on that 340,000, if you do want the sole right to negotiation, then just give me another bid and we'll have a chat. As it is, bidder number 2 is the only person who is privy to what the current owners want. If you want to be privy to that, just give me another bid. We're at 340,000 for the first call, at 340 for the second, at $340,000 third. Final call at $340,000. No further bidding. All done, all finished. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will be holding the property over. What that does mean, if you have registered to bid at the auction today and you decide that you want to pay a little bit more than where we're at here today, then all you have to do is phone Tahlia and we can have a chat and you can enter into an auction contract anytime up until midnight tonight. Now, please don't leave it till 5 to midnight because I think it will take a bit more time to get the paperwork done. But if you do want to have a chat about the property, please step forward, see any of the team. But on behalf of Ray White Man Gambia, Tahlia, Gabrielli and the team, I wish you all the best of luck with your future endeavours and we will see you all very soon. Thank you very much for your time.